Hi, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to CONSERVATISH episode 116. I have it right this time. My name is Peter Feliciano, and our guest today, GVDZOOKS, is back. Zach.
What's up, guys?
You can support this podcast at patreon.com/conservatish. You can find me on Instagram at Peter_Feliciano. Give the follow and subscribe wherever you're listening right now. Like the video, hit the bell, whatever, and leave us a review and comment. And I'm sure we'll say some things that you disagree with, so feel free to comment on that. What else? Anything to promote? Oh, yeah. You can find my album everywhere. Peter Feliciano, Feliciano. It's just self-titled. Spotify, iTunes, wherever. Do you want to promote anything?
Great album, by the way.
Thank you very much.
If it wasn't, I would still say that. But this one actually, I'm actually being serious.
What a nice boy. What about you for
album.
promotions?
Let's see. At GVDZOOKS, pretty much everywhere. That's GVDZOOKS. That's on Instagram. I pretty much only live on Instagram.
Right.
Photography is ZachTakesPictures.com. That's Zach with an H. And other than that, I'm just around. Around.
Mr. Hoover Band.
You're right. Oh, that's right. There's a band now.
Oh,
I forgot
my God.
about that. Yeah. So, Mr. Hoover Band is the other Instagram.
Okay.
And, that's it. Music.
All right. Do you have shows coming up?
Yeah, we play with Hieroglyphics the 17th of January in Los Angeles. I want to get some New York shows, baby.
What's the venue?
I have no idea. I should probably know that.
Yeah. Or unprofessional cocksucker.
Maybe the Regent or something. Something like that.
Hieroglyphics.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Who set up that show?
This guy, MC Life. Shout out to MC Life. Sunny Days and Vibes. They were from the IE, Inland Empire. But now
my
they
God,
bounce
the
around.
Inland Empire. I rarely remember that place. What a horrible place that
I
is.
was gonna say, I'm happy for you that you can't remember it.
Because I spent 2 years in where was it? In where I got sober was this emotional growth boarding school up in the hills of Lake Arrowhead.
Okay.
So I did spend enough time down there, and we would go down to the Super K in San Bernardino. You know what I mean? Like it is a depressing spot down in the Inland Empire.
Wasteland.
Yeah. I think Riverside is kind of nice. Just the near the college there.
Yeah, that's pretty much the only place you want to go.
Yeah, but the rest of that is just sad.
Yeah.
That whole. In fact, I mean, once you get after there, I think it's maybe the 330 or I can't remember the road that you take up to Lake Arrowhead area.
I think it is the 330.
Yeah, it's pretty or whatever. Like but outside of that, it's really creepy. And it's like God's ashtray. You know what I mean? To steal a line from Dennis Miller.
God smoked meth.
Right.
Yeah. Exactly. No, we're not talking about cigarettes.
Fucking horrible place.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for coming on the show again.
Oh, thank you.
You came out to Brooklyn just for me, just for the show, just for the podcast. It's very exciting.
Yeah.
Your first episode did pretty well. People liked it a lot.
Oh, good.
Did you hear any backlash so far from that one?
No. I've only heard positive things, but people are generally afraid of me, so they don't tell me anything negative. So take that into consideration.
I
think so.
You're a gummy bear. What's
what flavor though? That's the question.
Yeah,
I want to be the white one.
Yeah,
I think it's pineapple.
Is it pineapple?
I think I'm Hawaiian. I have a thing for pineapple.
Man, fucking, that's like 2 sentences away from Tongan. Maybe that's why you can get brolic from time to time. Is because of this. Is because of the Tongan.
Right.
Do you like Tongan girls?
Yes, I love Tongan girls.
You're the only one.
Yo,
motherfuckers, they're like Lizzo out the womb, man. What are you saying? I don't understand. No offense, ladies. I mean, kind of offense, but no offense. You deserve love. You're a perfect child of God, just like the rest of us. But wow,
my
you could be
best
they could be like
are Tongan, and I grew up
like
in their home.
7 foot tall. Dude.
Yeah.
That's from fucking. The women are brolic, man.
Oh, yeah.
The women are like fucking ready to throw down, dude.
That's why I said I love them.
They're like, okay, all right, but you have to be the size of like The Rock's character in what's
Moana?
that? Yeah.
Yeah.
You're welcome. Like you have to be that. You have to be that. Can we talk about The Rock for a second?
Absolutely.
Something. Okay. I don't get the vibe that he's a creep. Like, okay, like there are some people, I'm just going to say it, Tom Hanks, I get a little bit of a creepy vibe. Like there could be something weird underneath there. Okay. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But as far as The Rock, I don't get a vibe that he's creepy. But I do miss, I mean, I grew up with that motherfucker on WWE.
Yeah.
Or WWF, really.
Right.
Him and Mankind and
Steve Austin,
Road
Dogg, all those guys.
Kane.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Like The Undertaker.
Yeah.
And I loved him. At the same time, I just don't understand why. I guess here's what it is. I respect the hustle, but I'm not that type of artist.
Sure.
I mean, not that I don't hustle, because I do, but I wouldn't be happy making schlock. And he seems to be happy, like the Kevin Hart as an example. I don't know where. Maybe Kevin Hart still has his stand-up where he can be just exactly what he wants to make. Doing exactly, but like Kevin Hart turns out so much content that is also dog shit, and I don't know if it's just to feed the stand-up or to feed his kids or whatever the fuck. But him and The Rock, like every movie is exactly the same.
Oh, absolutely.
I don't know how someone is comfortable with that in their soul. You understand what I'm saying?
I mean,
I don't think I'm being a hater.
That assumes
but I'm
he
just
has
saying,
a soul.
Yeah, that's
yeah.
I feel like he does. I feel like he seems like a good guy.
No,
he takes care of his shit, but. Maybe it's like there's also a type of rapper who doesn't give a fuck about the rap at all.
Right.
Who is just in it to get the money, and then once they get the money, don't get me wrong, I'm in it for money because I want to support myself with it.
Food
at
and
the
things.
same time, right? At the same time, he doesn't seem like he needs. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Oh no, absolutely. I don't know. I might be projecting here, but I just have this intuition that anyone that rises that far, probably shits on everyone, like all the time. Meaning they probably stepped on a bunch of babies to get to the level they're at. We assume like, oh, it's probably a nice guy. Maybe he's not. I never.
Yeah, maybe he's not.
You know,
I mean, everybody I've heard, like Patrice, every fucking episode. I'm sorry, I don't know why I bring him up
because he's perfect.
He's the perfect. But he talked about writing for the WWF and how it actually, like, The Rock was nicer than he should have been. You know what I mean? Like that The Rock could have been an asshole, but he wasn't. From what I've heard, The Rock is a legit dude. Right. But at the same time, I don't know why you can make Jumanji 2 and sleep at night. I don't understand it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and
no,
maybe that's just my lack of perspective. Maybe
Sure.
at that level, you're pumping out so much stuff. You have your own side shit that you feel. Maybe he feels great about Jumanji, 2, but needed to make shit as Jumanji 1 in order to. Do you understand what I'm saying?
I do.
I don't get it.
Yeah, and maybe at the end of the day, like having $1 billion is so cool that
it don't really matter.
Nah,
doesn't really matter. Yeah, I can get that.
Yeah,
I mean,
could you make Jumanji 2 for his paycheck?
Yes, but he don't need it like I need
it. No, yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like
that's a solid point.
Bill Hicks was talking about one of his bits was like, if you're a star and you've already made it and you do commercials, we can no longer take we have to take everything you say with a grain of salt because you can be bought.
Sure.
At the same time, he said, if you're a struggling artist or a struggling actor or whatever the hell, and you got to do that in order to survive or in order to make it or in order to like shine so that you can be, you know what I'm saying? Like he gets that, and I defend that. I need Jumanji 2 motherfucking money.
Right.
He don't need Jumanji 2 money. He's had Jumanji 2 money for fucking 15 years.
That's a solid point.
Ooh, a train.
Yeah, right there.
Wow.
Yeah, we out here, man. Brooklyn. What the fuck am I doing in Brooklyn, Pete?
Do you like Brooklyn?
Like probably wouldn't be the word. I can appreciate Brooklyn.
Okay.
Would
you miss your Anaheim?
No, I don't miss Anaheim.
Really?
No.
Do you like LA?
I don't like LA.
Is your goal to stay there because of your family or?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
So assuming I stay with my family, I'll probably stay in Anaheim.
Whoa! Hang on! Holy shit! There's no need to. Is this breaking news?
No. It was just the stupid thing to say. So
okay.
I said it. Yeah.
So if you didn't, but you're from there, right? You're originally from there.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So where would you live?
I would live here, but not in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I feel like for your type of so far your photography as
Yeah.
well as your music, LA kind of works.
Oh,
right?
it definitely works.
For my shit, it doesn't work, but for your shit, I feel like it works.
Yeah, it works really well.
Okay.
There, yeah.
So what would you feel? What would you feel would change if you moved out here?
You know, I'm not. That's the thing. If I was you, I would probably be out here. But like with the kid and the wife, like you said, like I don't want to raise a family here. You know.
Yeah.
That's just my personal opinion. It's
Too city-ish?
way too city-ish. Yeah.
Right. I've heard that New York kids are stuck up, like kids that are born
like children
in Manhattan. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, yo. I was on the train. Yeah, I went to Washington Heights last night or yesterday during the day, and school had just got out. These motherfucking kids are wild out here.
Okay.
I mean, out here, like in the world, but like specifically here. And I think it's just because like it's just like
Well,
every.
It's a different culture, motherfucker. It's just a different culture.
Right.
You know, Jewish kids be like, yeah, motherfucker, steal candy.
Yo.
Like, it's just a different culture. It's all right.
Yeah.
I'm not saying whatever.
Yeah.
But, okay, so.
It's like every New York movie that I grew up loving, like Paid in Full, like.
I never saw that.
Oh, you're white.
Only 40% you tonguing son of a bitch. Okay. So,
No.
okay. So, like, meaning the kids were like running the road and type of shit, like, fuck you, fuck you, car
yo,
type of shit.
In the train, we're all just like,
Oh yeah,
I just felt mad vulnerable, and I don't like feeling vulnerable. I'm like, why?
Well, you're
is
white, so
why
it's-
is it- right. This side of me felt real vulnerable.
Right,
this side wanted to fight, and that's
Right,
like
right,
a real
right,
thing.
right.
I'm
You
just like,
wanted
do
to
I
do
punch
fucking-
this ninth grader in
You
the
wanted to get a
fucking face?
you wanted to get a temporary tattoo that someone like bangs into your face
with
Ooh.
bamboo?
You wanted to build a kayak out of nothing. So yeah, no, that's okay. But in LA, okay, Washington Heights, I don't know for sure, but Washington Heights could be the equivalent of, say, a Compton. The kids out on the
Correct.
trains in fucking Compton are the same kids, you know, in the Washington Heights type of wow.
Correct. That's fair. And I don't go to Compton either.
Right, and the
So-
kids in the who might be stuck up, who are like born and bred in, you know, Upper West Side,
Yeah,
would probably
Midtown
be,
or whatever?
Yeah, would probably well, nobody's in Midtown, but like, you know, that type of thing
Yeah.
would be the same as like stuck up kids in Beverly Hills type of shit.
Sure. Yeah. They just
But I
own
get what you're saying.
jackets here.
They
because-
just own jackets,
yeah.
right? Which you can hide more shit in when you
Right.
go to the fucking candy store.
Right. This is the coldest microphone I've ever held.
It
by the
is,
way.
dude.
I just want to throw that out there.
Well, I didn't do it. It's just it's
I mean,
it's
you
life.
kinda did it.
It's
You-
life.
you
it
moved
was sitting
here.
in my fucking. Well, yeah. How are things out there?
Where I live,
Yeah.
or
As I was leaving your house, a fucking earthquake happened. By the way,
well, that's how things are out there.
that was fucking crazy.
Yeah. You guys have earthquakes over here?
No. I think apparently we had one.
Nope, just Jews.
on Long Island. Yes,
Yeah.
we have. Well, LA has legit Jews, but not legit. Like they don't have the
Yeah.
hat wearing ones.
Right.
They have the. I've ranted about LA Jews. It's like one of the more racist things I've ranted about, but was LA Jews and how like there's a type of LA Jew which is like a Seth Rogen type of Jew.
Sure,
like,
sure.
I'm unwashed. I'm pudgy. I don't care to work out. Like I'm big, but I got muscles too.
Right.
Like there's a type of LA Jews just like scraggly, unshowered in the morning,
Yeah.
crotch probably smelling like sweatpants. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Like eats a pastrami sandwich and is like fed up with their skinny white Jewish wife. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like
Right.
or like you know that LA Jew, which is bothers me. There's a bothering. It's not anti-Semitism. It's just like that type of person that Seth
Yeah.
Rogen doesn't. Besides his laugh, which is the fucking worst laugh. Have you ever listened to Seth Rogen's fucking laugh?
Only when I have to.
Holy
yeah.
shit.
It can't be real, bro. That's I think that's put on,
fuck?
just like I think Eddie Murphy's laugh is put on. Funny, but
Which Eddie Murphy laugh is it?
like I can't
Yeah, I
even do
can
it.
see that.
I
can see that.
I can't. Even
I have
do
a joyful laugh. I give
Yeah.
a lot. Patreon.com/conservative. Support this podcast and my music. But like, I don't know why. It's just that certain type of that's part of the reason why that LA vibe of like not just the self-importance, but that type of dude. I don't know if I could hang around.
Oh no, certainly not.
You know what
no,
I'm saying?
I could not. We're not gonna be friends ever. Like live, keep living your life, but I just don't live it around me.
Right.
It's fine. Yeah.
So
how does that compare to the Jews here?
Well, okay. I feel like I kind of like the more cultural appreciation that happens here of legit ass Jews. You know what I mean? Not just obviously there's a shit ton in Bed-Stuy. I think that's the borough or the neighborhood. Yeah. But like the ones where like there's Hasids running around just where they're sequestered off in there. They don't want no fucking no non-Jews up in their fucking arena.
First of all, did you call them a Hasid? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Hasid?
Hasidic?
Oh, right. Hasidic. I hope I never get too old and too sophisticated to not laugh when someone burps funny.
Right.
Bro, the first time I came out here, it was probably about 10 years ago, and I stayed in Williamsburg. And I was told, that's the Jewish neighborhood. I'm like, all right, well, what does that mean? Like, people wear yarmulkes? You know what I mean? Because L.A. Jew, that's what I'm comparing it to.
At most.
Yeah, you're right. Exactly. They have to hang around and annoy you first before you realize they're Jewish. I'm sorry.
Let's ask you about money. All right.
Right. Yeah. So I get to Williamsburg. I take the taxi over there, and I see Hasid, as you refer to them.
Hasid,
right?
I think. Whatever.
But it's in the middle of the night.
I'm the best fucking thing in the world. I don't need to fucking say everything correctly. But continue your story.
This is bad. This is too much dead air because I'm laughing. And you're not gonna cut anything out.
No.
I
don't give a shit.
Anyway, it's like in the middle of the night, and I see one walking down the street. I'm like, oh shit! And then another one, and then another one, and another one. And before I know it, I'm like, where are these motherfuckers going? They're just like the city hires them. Like, this is a Jewish neighborhood, therefore I'm gonna pay you to just be Jewish and walk around. But you have to be like really Jewish.
Yeah,
we're gonna commit to this.
Right.
Yeah.
But they're not fucking around. They're like Amish level.
Oh yeah.
But like right next door. Like, they don't do the Amish thing where, like, okay, there's at least, like, a neighborhood or a yard. Like, they're above you and below you. And I'm pretty sure, could be wrong, but when that type of sequestering happens, when that type of culture happens, like, as an example, in San Francisco, Craigslist says that it's illegal and you're not supposed to. But if you were in Chinatown, if you put on an ad, if you say I'm a Chinese landlord and I only want motherfucking Chinese people in my shit, I will only put and it will say fucking Chinese only, or the whole ad will be in fucking Mandarin. Okay, so you're literally. I'm not saying you're like. It's not okay to market to those you want, but like they have different rules where they can be a little fucking racist. You know what I'm saying? Like, even though white people are the devil, blah blah blah.
Sure.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So like, I'm sure there's some of that same. I don't want these fucking. What's the word for these Gentiles?
Right.
Shit.
Yeah.
Don't come to my fucking store. Don't come buy my fucking bagels. Don't buy my, like they all wear black. They all do their thing. And I'm not saying that's wrong. I'm just saying, at least be fucking aware of what it is.
No, absolutely. And I think so. Anyone who owns anything, if you just want Chinese people there, I think it's absolutely up to you. And I think it's ridiculous that would be a law. Like that you can't market specifically to Chinese people.
Like the cake makers not wanting to make a cake for a gay kid.
Correct.
Or gay wedding. Okay.
Correct.
Because it's your shit.
Hey, by the way, there's more fucking cake stores in the world. Go somewhere else.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
But yeah, if I start a business, I should be able to do whatever the fuck I want to.
And if the market, if that's something that you do out in the open, which is I believe what it should be,
right?
And you have it kind of on your like, hey, we're a Christian bake shop, blah, blah, blah. And the market will then dictate, oh, shit, I'm only making $17 a month because there's only one motherfucker who's down with that. Then I will starve and the business will go away. It's ultimate justice.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah, I'm super down with that.
Right. Yeah. Just like, I guess, who's that one? Was it David Allan Coe? You ever heard of David Allan Coe?
I know the name. Why do I know the name? Who's
David Allan Coe is this fucking funny, but only because it's like, holy shit, he just said that. Guy from, I think, the 60s and 70s who wrote racist songs, racist country songs.
Okay.
But he wasn't, like, joking. Like, he was actually a fucking racist.
Yeah,
And,
I think I have a few of those on a playlist, actually.
Right. You jerk off to them.
You're right.
Yeah, no, there's a I guess that's partially why, people like him won't be out in the public eye because the media, or because people don't want that type of shit like in their daily life most of the time.
Yeah. Yeah.
So what else is going on out there? So I don't know if, I think it was, we weren't allowed to talk about it because it was still, I'm all the way over here. Here, move over, goddammit. You're ruining everything. There we go. It wasn't in the public knowledge yet.
Right.
But you were doing photography for
Rick Rubin.
Oh,
Still doing that.
very cool.
And last time we talked about it, I could say that. I just couldn't talk about who I've been shooting.
Okay.
So coincidentally, I just got the word that the Andre 3000 episode drops, I think on the 20th. But so I got to. Hold on.
You want to be on a show?
Hold on.
I thought you were going to invite her. She'd probably be really funny. She could just sit on my lap and laugh at my jokes.
I mean, she's still there.
That's all right. So the Andre 3000 episode is coming December 20th?
Correct.
January?
It might be the 19th. Something.
Okay.
I don't know.
Awesome.
Yeah. But so, yeah, I got to hang out with Andre 3000. That's what I couldn't say last time I was on the show.
Right.
But, that's
So
like a childhood hero.
To give a backstory, Rick Rubin has a podcast. What's it called?
Broken Record.
Okay, what is it about?
Music. So it's him and Malcolm Gladwell, who's a writer. He wrote like The Tipping Point and a lot of pretentious business books.
Nice.
Hey, thanks for the job. And but so yeah, so
I have a far reach with this podcast, so I'm sure he'll hear it.
Right. So yeah, I just go and I take photos of Rick and whatever guest he has on, and it's been crazy. It's been a lot of fun.
How did you get hooked up with it?
My friend is the producer for that. So my friend has a background at NPR, and then he just kind of worked his way into that. So they asked him to be the producer of their podcast. He needed a shooter, and he knows me, so
that's awesome.
Yeah, I just met Ozzy Osbourne. Oh yeah, you saw that. Yeah, man. It's been.
How was that?
It was crazy.
Okay, so one star jerk off story at a time.
Okay.
What was it like to what was the story with Andre 3000 first?
That was actually the first one. So I was
the first episode you did.
Yeah. So I was like,
you're fucking jumping
really
right
nervous.
in.
Oh yeah. Oh,
right.
Absolutely.
Besides just meeting, had you met Rick before that day?
No. Yeah, it was a lot.
Were you pissing? What the fuck, dude?
It was a lot. I was
so
squirting.
Right.
There's a little piss in there. No, so we're hanging out. I met Rick. He introduced himself. He was super nice, but exactly how you would assume he is. Just kind of quiet and, but friendly.
Right.
And then I go out and I'm kind of setting up for the shoot. And I go back in the studio to get my friend, who's the producer, and Andre showed up like 25 minutes early, so I just walked in, and Andre 3000's like right in front of me.
Jesus.
And he's in mid-conversation with the engineer, and he's talking and talking. He looks over at me, and he stops his conversation, and I'm like, oh, I fucked up. They're going to tell me to leave.
Right.
And he's like, what's up, brother? And he walks across the room just to shake my hand. He's like, you good? I'm like, I'm yeah.
What do you mean I'm good?
And so it's like, nice to meet you. I'm like, nice to meet you. And he's like, yeah. So anyway, so he goes back to talking. And this is all on video too, because they film, So
right.
yeah. And I look just beside myself.
You've seen the video?
Yes.
Oh, is it? It's not part of the episode, but it's.
No, it's like on a GoPro.
Okay.
But yeah. So that was amazing. Sat there and drank coffee with him and talked about kids and life and all that. And then him and Rick did the episode. And it was
also
amazing.
You took I don't know if you want to. The little video you took of him playing a instrument.
That video doesn't exist.
Okay.
You making up shit, Pete.
I'm sorry.
There's enough
Never
things
mind.
that actually happen for us to
right.
talk about.
All
We don't need to go
right.
into Fantasyland,
That's
Pete.
so true.
Yeah.
So that was really cool. You got to shake his hand. You got to take pictures. I've seen
Yeah.
some of those pictures you showed me last time. That was fucking amazing.
Right.
Dude.
Thank you, man.
It looks really good.
Thank you.
And
thank
those
you.
are that one is hopefully coming out on the 19th or
Yeah,
20th.
yeah. In a handful of days.
How often does he post episodes?
Once a week, every Tuesday.
Okay.
So
Awesome.
yeah.
And then what was the experience of meeting Ozzy?
That was. It's one of those things like yo, that's actually Ozzy Osbourne. Like he doesn't just dress that way when the can't like that's that motherfucker right there. You know?
Right.
Like he just shows up and he's in a long black coat with a gold cross, and he's walking, and he's old and he's lived a very crazy life.
Mm-hmm.
So, he's an old man,
Right.
and so he's like walking slow and needs some help or whatever. So immediately I'm like, oh, this episode's gonna be trash. Like this guy
Really?
can barely, you know what I mean? But as soon as he sat down, he's all still there. He just is as eloquent as ever.
Right.
You know.
Did you get to meet him?
Oh yeah, he afterward he was offering pictures, not like douchebaggy, but someone had asked like, "Can I get a photo with you?" And he's like, "Absolutely." And he posed and he's like, "Can I offer anyone else?" Because we're just like standing there looking at him like Jesus,
Right.
You know?
That's such a smart move to do too, because you know people want to ask, but they don't want to be douchey. They don't want to be like,
Yeah,
and it's much
exactly.
easier to do that than like sign 8 million things for 8 million people.
Right.
Right.
Yeah. So, and when we're there, it's just like maybe 5 people total, and one of them's me, and one of them's him.
Right.
You know what I mean? So,
Right.
and I met his wife. We talked for quite a while, and she was actually really, really nice.
That's really cool.
Like
What did you guys talk about?
Everything. She's like, yeah, Jack, and I'm like, oh, she's talking about her son. Like she's just like regular people. You know what I mean?
Right.
But yeah, just the new album that's coming out. She's like talking to me and the producer, my friend. So just like regular stuff, talking about coffee. Rick has this cool layered superfood coffee maker or something like that. Your face. Wow. You could probably get it at every store, like within.
Brooklyn,
if you pissed in a circle, you'd hit one. Yeah, I just had avocado toast and I hated it and myself.
Wait, did you just now you did?
That's where I came from.
Right. Did they put like what bullshit? Did they put fucking buckwheat on that shit? Did they have flax bread? You fucking white people. White people are the fucking worst.
I knew the avocado toast was going to piss you off.
This is the goddamn thing. It's not that white people are the worst because of the reasons why the left want to say that they're the worst. Okay? Here's a fucking reality. You put flax in fucking food. That's worse than white supremacy, okay? You're the fucking worst because you fucking sorry.
No, this is better. Fuck Ozzy Osbourne. That shit is not interesting. Yeah, hung out with Ozzy Osbourne, whatever.
To me, dude.
No, this is the shit we should be
receiving
talking
the
about.
juju. This is what's weird too, is that I've been around a couple of motherfuckers. I was talking about it on Instagram.
Yeah.
Peter_Felicia. I was at work, and I left work on a break. And I was feeling a little trashy that day. See, I'm a star, but at least you get to access the real of what's going on in my life. Okay, so I'm going to share a trashy moment with everybody. I've lost some weight obviously recently, or maybe not obviously to you, but it's like 15 pounds.
To me, or
16 pounds? No, motherfucker.
Okay, I mean
you should be tracking my fucking everything I do. Anyway. But I was not on the diet plan yet, and I was on break, and I was eating someone else's French toast. They hadn't eaten. They hadn't touched it.
Wasn't sure where that sentence was going, baby.
What I was supposed to do.
Yeah.
So I took it outside to eat like a filthy animal. To eat like if mankind was a real person. On a fucking stoop in Greenwich Village in the cold with fucking cold old French toast. And I'm taking a bite and I look up and I see John fucking Waters walking by me.
Oh shit.
And I'm like, and he, like, I'm just looking at him, and he caught my eyes walking with somebody, and like he was kind of like looking at me like, are you gonna say something, kind of? And I was just like, hello. And he was like, hello, and he kept walking. Like, it was the awkwardest. Like, it felt like 3 years in between where I was just looking at him with my French toast like a trash animal, just like,
right.
Hello. Like I've seen him actually once before in San Francisco on the street too.
Oh no shit.
And I think I said hello to him then too.
Were you eating French toast outside?
No, I
No.
was not.
All right.
But man, dude, like that motherfucker. I love John Waters. I don't agree with everything, obviously politically. There's a lot of motherfuckers I don't agree with necessarily politically, but I don't need to.
Right.
It's the whole point of this fucking show. Did you listen? Have you ever listened to or read any of John Waters' books?
No, I've not. No.
I've gotten through I think 3/4 of his last one, and it was entertaining. Some of the shit. But I don't know. Sometimes he just goes off. Anyway, that's not interesting.
Yeah.
What my fucking trash animal status is more interesting.
Yeah.
Avocado
toast.
Avocado toast. What was it? What did they put in it?
It was like cashew spread.
Was it really?
I swear. It was like the only thing on the menu that wasn't like really vegan. Because they had like breakfast burritos. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Well, first of all, I'm in New York. I don't want to eat Mexican food in New York.
No, you don't eat Mexican food.
Thank
in New
you.
York. No.
Right. And I love Mexican food, but I love Mexican food so much
you're
that
from
I
fucking LA.
won't eat it here. Exactly.
Okay, couple of things.
Yes.
Corn tortillas are dog shit. You cannot fucking tell me.
I
I don't
agree.
give how fucking authentic. Okay, thank you.
I always go
Cannot,
flour.
oh, it's authentic. Oh, eat
Yeah.
dick. We fucking when humans evolve. Okay, we have evolved past corn tortillas. Okay?
Right.
Flour tortillas exist. They are fucking a million times better. You don't have to. Oh, it's authentic to ride around on a horse and a buggy, nigga. Fucking Teslas exist. Okay, flour tortillas are better. Stop eating this corn tortilla shit. Right, sorry.
Right. No, I couldn't have said it better myself.
Right. So
Yeah.
what's good in Mexican food for you? I like a burrito and I like the fucking chips. Give me fucking salt
dude.
on my fucking chips.
Yes. Yeah. Yo. Chips and salsa?
Yeah.
Bury me in them.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. Alive. Yeah. I want to
will
die
die.
in chips and salsa.
Suffocated in oil.
Yeah. Right.
Okay, but yeah, no, Mexican food you don't eat it in New York.
Right. Oh yeah, that's where. So I was starving, and I went and I see breakfast burrito. I'm like, fuck. All right, I guess I'll do that, and it's all vegan. So it's like the eggs aren't eggs. Why do they call them eggs if it's not an egg? Like just make up a new
White
name.
People are the worst. No. You call them fags. Call them fags.
Right.
Okay, so also you've got a fucking band. I think we were talking about this last time, and you were saying we did your first episode like it wasn't that fucking long ago. It was like 5 or 6 months,
I
maybe.
believe it was July.
Yeah,
it
not
came
that
out.
fucking
I was
long.
in Vegas in July. Yeah.
So, but you were talking about this little project because you have done music before,
Right.
And then you were talking about this little project where you were just chilling in your garage with
Right.
some friends,
Right.
So, what was the progression now? Because I saw you put out a video the other day of like you doing the. There was a big ass crowd.
Yeah, no, we're doing the motherfucking thing, man.
What's that look like?
It happened pretty quickly, 'cause I'm just like really good at things, you know. So that's the
You're welcome.
that's the yeah, that's
it tastes
the
like fucking cashew butter. It tastes like white people. So okay, so you were fucking around in the was it the Instagram? What do you feel like it was for you?
why? I mean, yeah, it's like leftover. I have fans from back in the day when I was making music. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's like I mean, you know how it is. There's the friends that support, but then they kind of turn into fans. But then there's the fans who come around so often they kind of end up being friends.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
I'm cool to be friends, but I'd rather you just be my fan.
Yeah.
Because it sounds way cooler.
I've also had times too recently where, not to go on a tangent, but I've also
No.
had times recently where like people, like I get the feeling that they're not to the level obviously of like you meeting Andre 3000 or
Right.
whatever, but like where fans kind of turn into friends and you can kind of tell that they're like happy to talk to you. That's a
Yeah.
weird feeling, dude.
It
That's
is.
a weird feeling. And I don't want to like be I don't want to be a power mad piece of shit. You know what I mean? We're
Right.
like, okay, I'll deign to send you a message back. Like it's weird.
Yeah.
I
yeah.
don't know what that is.
My ego enjoys it, but the rest
Yeah.
of me isn't equipped to like deal with that.
Right, dude.
Yeah.
Okay, so you doing you did a show. So what's your music like? What would you describe it as?
The easy one is like Rage Against the Machine,
Right.
Hate Fucked the Roots.
Okay. All right, I like that.
But then we're not like trying to save the whales. We're not trying to like keep the culture alive or no shit. I just want to talk about the fact that I could probably steal your girlfriend and I'm going to drive a Mercedes pretty soon.
Pretty soon.
Yeah.
That's my favorite part of that.
Yeah.
But I do like that because I've talked about it. I don't know if I talked about it. The rage gets tiresome after like 4 songs.
Oh, absolutely.
I don't want to hear about some politician in Cuba from 1973 that I'm just supposed to know the reference for.
Couldn't agree more.
But like, okay, so you talk about that type of shit. You're also, it seems like from the clips or the stuff I've listened to, it's not as angry. It's more like, it's more like.
I have a good time.
Yeah.
I have a good time.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
No, I really, really like our music.
Okay.
It's a lot of fun, and I think I think people like it more than. There's always the people that'll appreciate like the immortal techniques of the world that will get all super political.
Sure.
You know what I mean? That's fine.
He has a couple good songs.
Yeah, no, absolutely. But I don't care about anything enough to like get on my high horse, low horse, no horses. You know, so
which is why you can come on the show and get it all out, and then go back about your life of fucking
right.
Okay. So you like that shit?
Yeah.
And you've got a show coming up with who the fuck is it?
Hieroglyphics. Yeah. They're from the Bay. If people don't know who they are, Del the Funky Homo Sapien.
Right.
Cats like that.
I've actually been on a track with him before. I never
met
him.
Oh yeah. You told me. Yeah. That's right.
Yeah.
So
with shout out to Citizen and God damn it, Poe, but he's not named.
Oh,
Poe
I know
anymore.
Poe.
He's not named Poe anymore.
From ear.
Ear spit.
Yeah.
Candle spit. Ear collective. God damn it. There's so many. I'm sorry, guys.
There's something about an ear and a candle. something about that. But I fuck with them.
Yeah,
I haven't seen them in a long time.
They're like East Bay Cats. They were doing stuff. They had their own label maybe like 12 years ago or something like that.
Right.
Yeah. They had me on a track. They toured with Del and then needed a singer to do some vamping Whitney Houston shit. So I got on a track and did that.
Dope.
But so have you met the hieroglyphics here?
I met Opio. I met a few of them just throughout the scene. You know what I mean? I never met Del. We have a lot of mutual friends. Right. But I'm hoping I get to meet him.
For those who don't know them at all, Del is the one who was on Clint Eastwood, right?
Right.
Yeah,
exactly. Gorillas.
From Gorillas.
Exactly.
Finally, someone let me out of my cage.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah. I think that's probably one of the bigger ones he done. But he was also Del, the Funky Homo Sapien. He was, Mr. Dabalina. Type of 90s hip hop.
Yeah.
I didn't know he was from the Bay, though.
Yeah, they're from Oakland. I mean, to me, that's all the Bay. I don't know.
No, it is the Bay.
Okay.
It is the Bay,
there you go.
Unfortunately. I don't. How often have you gone up there, back up there?
I haven't been.
You used to tour up there or you used to live there?
I used to live in Sacramento. Like near Sacramento. I used to live in
you
Placerville.
Poor fucking man.
I know.
That's the worst place in the world.
I know.
Why did you go there?
My family did.
Oh, okay.
They generally make shitty decisions. And so I was just one of many. I'm saying.
Your Tongan ass came out there like, let's get rid of that shit quick. Okay, so you were living in Sacramento, so you would drive down to the Bay to do shows and shit, or what?
Oh no, that was when I was a kid, man.
Oh, you didn't do any hip hop then?
No,
okay.
No.
Do you ever meet who are the Sacramento rap guys? Did you ever hear of Task One?
I know Task One. Yeah.
Okay.
There's another guy.
He's the one who got in trouble for. Task One got in trouble for stealing lyrics.
Who did he steal from?
A lot of people.
A lot of people.
Apparently, yeah.
Yeah.
And he had He had some traction behind him. I was getting ready to do a track with him. And
no shit.
Yeah, he got in Dutch for stealing a bunch of lyrics. He was a good performer though.
How do you feel about that? What if he? Like, I mean, it's theft either way, right? But, like, say someone who's not funny writes a good joke. Possible, right?
Sure.
Like, I'm funny. You're funny. If I take your joke and deliver it better than you would ever possibly dream of delivering it.
Okay.
How do we feel about this?
If you're communicating about it, if it's something that you're open about, and you ask somebody, because back in the day, I listen to comedians all the time talk about, like, who was it? Not Todd Berry. Some guy on Comedians in Cars Getting Coffee. He was
Okay.
talking about how he would write for Dangerfield and he would write for Roseanne and he would write for like. So if you're writing for somebody and you're like, I came up with this joke, there's a mutual exchange of either money
Sure.
or jokes or time or whatever, and you're doing that, then it's all right. Like I mean, Dangerfield
yeah.
apparently had a lot of.
No, thank you. Thank you, you too.
I should just open the door with my dick out. Come on in, baby. I love mid 40s what she sounded fucking Asian or something. If you got a smock on and a dirty diaper, I got you. Would it be hard to fish through shit to get to an asshole? Like, how hairy would her asshole be? It'd probably be like.
I mean,
just got
she
done,
lives
right?
here, so I think you naturally produce more hair because it's fucking freezing here. Yo.
Maybe that's why in my Puerto Rican face, where like I talked about it, I can't grow here and here.
Right.
Like it'll be all right here, and obviously here. But like right here, it looks like Keanu Reeves' face, and I just can't do it, dude. It's bullshit, man. I got the worst hair genes. I got this from my white side, where I get bald real
Right.
fast. My dad's like flowing locks, still black, still just like and I got fucking fucking cue ball shit.
Right.
What were we talking about? Before I talking about Asian asshole, old
I don't
lady
know,
Asian
bro.
asshole
Whatever-
fishing through shit. She had
Whatever it
diarrhea.
was, it
It'd be
definitely
easier
wasn't as good
because
as
it'd be-
Asian
she'd be
assholes.
lubing. Besides the pieces of corn and like onions, like
work
maybe
around those.
shallots.
Yeah.
She's Asian. She fried rice and shit.
Yeah.
And actually, if you could fit the scallion around your middle finger, like you could see, you play a game, how many scallions you get around your finger through the diarrhea.
Or you just eat her ass out, and
That's
then
true.
you not
And then you
only
get
get to be a
protein,
scumbag, but you
vegetables.
get to have dinner.
Stealing jokes.
Still right.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I feel like if you're gonna be, I don't know. There is that. So music is a little different. Music in that, there's a legit cover, and then there's also times where like, apparently, Will.I.am can't write a fucking song. End of the sentence. No, he can't write a song without mentioning or looping in some song from the 80s or the 90s that no kids who listen to fucking or who listened to Black Eyed Peas ever heard of. I wonder if I take you home. You know what I mean? Like shit like that.
Yeah.
There's a clear distinction. Like I am taking this exactly from, even though I'm not like colloquially, people don't really know, but people
Right.
know this is taking from this song from the 80s or
Sure.
from the 90s. But there's that, but then there's also just there's only so many notes, you know what I mean? There's only so many whatever. So you
I
have
get
to
that.
be original about the way you come up with shit. But jokes are pretty different. Jokes are very clear about like not just topic by topic,
Right.
but the way that it's built.
Sure. You're out of frame.
Whatever. We look very serious right now.
Yeah.
Look how wrinkly my forehead is.
Yo, me. We're the same age, right? Were you 33, 34?
Yeah, I'm 33.
Yeah.
You're 33 too?
I'm going to be 34 soon.
You old
Like in
piece of shit.
3 days.
Oh, really? I'm
Yeah.
gonna be 34 in June.
Okay. But yeah, I've noticed that when I'm like doing the Instagram stories. I'm like,
Right.
why is this fucking wrinkle
one,
here?
The worst one you got to worry about is the fucking. That's one
Right,
thing.
that one.
Even though girls aren't technically humans, like that's one thing they got right with like the.
I tried so hard to let it go.
Hey! No, they got the fucking angle of the Instagram shit right because
Right.
it's no joke, man.
Yeah.
You know what's really fucking weird that girls do too is have you ever seen gaggles of girls just taking pictures? Like there's a different face that comes over.
Yeah.
I'm not saying you have to do it, whatever, but it is a very specifically like we all smile, we all pose, but like girls have this like they know exactly what their right angle is and their
Yeah.
right side of their face and their right like their
Yeah.
whole deportment changes. It's very strange.
Yeah. They're shallow.
Oh,
I'm just playing. I'd prefer them look as best as they can.
love you girls, I do. So you're doing this music shit. You met Ozzy. You met Andre 3000. Who else?
Let's see. Who else did I meet?
With episodes that you're allowed to talk about.
Right. When does this come out? It doesn't matter.
This comes out Monday.
Okay. Hung out with Henry Rollins. That was amazing.
Right. Did we talk about that?
We didn't. We couldn't talk about it.
Oh, wow. Okay, great. Let's talk about that. So
he's a maniac. You knew that.
Yeah, of course. In what way, though? What was your experience like?
He's exactly how he is, like, if you see him on anything, like any interview, like the same guy, which is weird. I don't know why I go into these situations assuming they're going to be different.
True.
You know what I mean? You think they're going to be, okay, I'm going to hang out with them and they're going to be regular. But that is
like
their
Pee Wee
regular.
Herman, Paul Rubens.
Or exactly. Exactly.
Right.
But he's very uncomfortable. And I mean that because I'm uncomfortable often.
Right. It's possible you were just making him uncomfortable. But continue.
Right. That's fair.
He smelled Hawaiian pineapple and shit in the air. He's like, what is that fucking, is there poi around? So you were saying he was uncomfortable. Why do you feel that?
He's just probably anxious, generally anxious. You know what I mean? But he's also
before they did the episode, or after?
Yeah, it's when he showed up and it was just me, him, the producer, my friend, and then this Heidi, who's Henry's homegirl. Yeah. So it was just the four of us, and you could tell it wasn't even on no superstar shit. He just, as a human being, he's just probably shy and maybe self-conscious. I don't know what it is, but he's also like that guy. He's very polite, so he went out of his way to be like, "Hello, Henry, pleasure to meet you." Like, very Henry Rollins.
That's a great Henry Rollins.
Right.
Hello? Yes. That's crazy.
And so, he's but then once Rick got there, they started talking, and then Henry's talking a million miles an hour about music and
Is that episode live or no?
Nah, it's coming out soon.
Oh, okay.
But, yeah.
And then was he uncomfortable in taking pictures, or was that?
No, he was cool. He got out of his shell pretty by that time.
I feel like stars at that level take so many pictures where they kind of have to, not with the same deportment like the girls we were just talking about or whatever, but where they understand that this is a part of the game. You can't just be a martyr, G.G. Allen type all the time. You have to kind of give up.
Right, you can't just shit on the floor.
Right, if you're gonna be a known person, you're gonna have to be willing to take pictures and shit.
Right, and there have been a few who've refused pictures.
In what way?
Like, I'm literally getting paid to take photos of these people after the episode. They gotta pose. I mean, you don't have to, but we asked them to pose with Rick in front of Bob Dylan's tour bus, and I'd shoot them just so everything looks the same,
Right.
And they're like, yeah, no. I'm like, right, but I mean, with Rick, I'm not asking you for a photo. Like, I need to take a photo of you with Rick, and they're like, yeah, no photos.
Wow.
I'm like,
are you willing to say who?
No.
I'm
not gonna fuck my money up, baby. Come on, son.
God damn it. But did Rick get mad? Did Rick say, "Hey, we hired this motherfucker"?
No. He's definitely always on the artist's side in that,
because
they're the guest. You know what I mean? So
right, and you're right, and yeah, I guess that makes sense as a host's job and as a friend's job and as the guy who has guests over. Like, you make exceptions. You know what I mean?
Right.
Okay. Yeah, that's interesting. And I guess he's probably worked with a lot of difficult, or seemingly difficult motherfuckers over the years
sure.
too.
Yeah,
I'm sure. Even though Johnny Cash wasn't crazy, Johnny Cash,
right?
He probably was a little fidgety.
Sure, fidgety is the word. Yeah.
I've never heard anything bad about any of the Beastie Boys though.
Yeah. Me neither.
You're a great conversationalist. Yeah. You piece of shit. Fucking,
I just can't talk about a whole lot of things.
I flew you out of Wait. What do you mean you can't talk about?
I'm not supposed to talk about a lot of this stuff. I meet all kind of people.
All right, you goddamn cocksucker. I'm gonna get this fucking Asian broad in here. And we're gonna fucking fiddlesticks. We're gonna take a fucking chow fun. What the hell are we talking about? I'm getting. I have to make money off of this. Patreon.com/conservative. Or you can just Venmo me, by the way. Peter-Feliciano. Just give me fucking money. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, I woke up this morning. Pay me. You
right,
know what I mean?
dude. I give you so many gifts.
I agree with that.
King. Have you met Bobby Lee yet?
I have not met Bobby Lee.
I want to hang out with that motherfucker bad.
I agree.
He's an uncomfortable one for sure.
Oh, for
but
sure.
I cannot wait to hang out with that piece of shit.
Yeah.
LA guy as well.
Right.
What was I just gonna say? Oh, you're not allowed. Okay. When you were where in the process were you given paperwork that said, "Hey, cocksucker, don't talk about XYZ"?
Pretty much immediately following the Andre 3000 episode.
Which was the first one you did?
Yeah, I did Bob Weir also from the Grateful Dead. Yeah. So I think it was after that.
Okay.
That's when we went back and forth on contracts and, payment and all this and that. So there was some back and forth.
And there was an NDA, non-disclosure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
and that was wait, was there a Beastie Boy on the show?
No.
Okay, so then it wasn't part of the... So you're not saying specifically that you might have possibly had a story about a Beastie Boy and not allowed to say it.
No.
Because I was going to say, like, fucking, we're talking about that as soon as the camera's turned off.
No.
Okay, so, but there are certain things you're not allowed to talk about.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
definitely.
Okay.
Like, yeah. Yes.
I'm not trying to trick you.
No,
I'm just trying to
no.
get as much as I can out of that melon, all the fucking juice without ruining the fruit. Okay.
Right.
So, okay. Was that your first type of NDA, or have you had them before?
I've not for photography, like it with other jobs and stuff. Yeah, I was familiar with the whole NDA process. For sure, but this is the first time, like for art. You know what I mean? Which was crazy.
Right.
Yeah.
In these two different ventures, and I'm sure you have others, but in these two, do they feed each other?
You referring to the music?
The music and the photography.
So far, no, but I would like them to.
Okay.
This is what I feel like.
But you post Mr. Hoover shit on your,
regular page.
Professional Instagram, and vice versa, I'm sure.
Right. Yeah, I kind of just want to post whatever I want, but I'm also very I compartmentalize too well. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I'd like to just like free thought, just let it all come out, but it's not my personality.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
Because during your Instagram stories, I would disagree because in
That's
your Instagram stories, you're just fucking all over the place.
Yes.
So
that's what I like doing.
All right.
Yeah.
I kind of feel like this podcast and my music, I want it to be just a one-stop shop. Like, once somebody gets sold on you as an artist,
right?
I'm not saying that everybody who has to like my music needs to, because there are certain music fans who do not want to plug in and do not plug in. Fucking ex-girlfriends who love me to death, who do not haven't even listened to one fucking episode because they know how I am.
Right.
And then there's motherfuckers who listen to every episode and I'm sure haven't listened to the album yet. But
sure.
Do you kind of feel like that same thing where you just want a one-stop shop? Like, all right, this is my shit. This is what I do.
Yeah, provided it works. I want I want it to work first. You know what I mean?
Right.
But yeah, I would definitely like it to go that way.
Right.
Yeah,
like
absolutely.
Colin Quinn is my favorite living comedian.
Yeah.
And if he came out with a fucking album tomorrow,
you're buying it.
I'm buying that shit. Absolutely. Because I figure like not only do I trust his mind and how he gives and the way he thinks, but I also would just want to support whatever the fuck he's creating because I know, you know what I mean? Like,
right.
I'm plugged into him as a brand and as a content.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And those are like words that get thrown around a lot. Like you're a brand, but it is,
especially in your fucking LA.
Yeah.
LA is.
That's why I like the idea. I like the concept of you have to be a brand, but everyone fucking says that where I'm from,
right.
So I hate them.
Right.
I hate myself whenever I say that.
What are some of the things? What was one of the worst? Because if it's not an NDA type of situation,
sure.
What was one of the worst ones of those meetings you had?
I'll never say.
Really? God damn it! Wait, I'm not saying to some fucking stars on the Rubin blah blah blah. I'm saying if you went to a fucking shitty ass douchebag like some guy. Okay, say you went to who's a douche? I doubt you'll disagree. Mark McGrath.
Okay.
He's made of plastic.
Right.
He did a couple of punk albums with whatever Sugar Ray back in the day. I think there was one song on Tony Hawk, Pro Skater.
Skater?
Like way back in the day.
Yeah.
Or something like that. And then he got Fly, and then he sold his soul to the devil, and he's made of plastic now. So he's a piece of shit person. We all know he is.
Right.
But say you went to an LA meeting, because there's douchebags like Mark McGrath running around LA, made of plastic, fucking bleach blonde tipped, fucking, even though it's 2019,
right?
Like fucking macking on fucking corn tortilla tacos, doing things like tubular, bro. Hey, happy wedding on Cameo. So like, there's douchebags in LA like that. Where in the sweet hot fuck? Like, I know you've had a meeting, a sit down fucking cocksuckery meeting with some LA douchebags. Have you?
I mean, Mark McGrath was definitely an asshole when we sat down for coffee. Yeah.
You fucking met Mark?
No,
okay,
no.
Don't fucking talk to me about that.
No,
don't get me excited. Because
No.
I'm a fucking...
I just figure we're already shit. I mean, you're shitting on him.
He's the worst. He's
No,
got to
yeah.
be one of the worst people ever. He's got to be. Him and like, you know, like the Billy Bush type, you know what I mean? He's like the equivalent. Who were we talking about selling their soul earlier? Like The Rock?
Oh, The Rock,
If
yeah.
The Rock was less talented and creative.
Right.
That's who it is. Like, I'll sell my soul. Sure, I don't care. I don't give a fuck about anything like integrity. Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
I'll suck your dick, Entertainment Tonight. I don't care. And just how in the cocksuckery hell does that piece of shit sleep at night? Mark McGrath is the fucking worst. We just all need to just be aware of it, because we used to not do that. Or I'm sorry, we used to be more aware of it. When Cher did a home shopping network show back in like the 80s or the 90s, everyone ragged on that bitch for that. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
what are you
I would
doing? You're
assume.
you're supposed to be like this creative artist, and you're, whatever.
Yeah.
But now anybody can do, anyway. So you can't. I went on a fucking tangent
do
there.
your thing, baby.
So what's one of the weirder LA experiences you've had when it comes to like brand and content?
I can't. Nothing really comes to mind. Everything goes pretty smoothly for me, to be honest. And
Okay.
I've not met anyone yet who's been an asshole.
Really?
Yeah.
In LA?
Right. I mean, are we still talking about photography or like?
No,
what are
I'm
we
talking about anything.
Like, so the question is, have I ever met an asshole in LA?
I want to fuck. That's what I'm saying. Tell me a goddamn story. Fucking tell me a story, Gadzooks. I'm talking about fucking shit ass LA people. I just want to hear about Mark McGrathy type of people.
I mean, I pretty much hate every promoter I've ever got a show from, other than like friends. If homies throw shows, then they're homies first. But like, but there's room in the world for them. I just, they serve a purpose.
Right.
The whole pay to play, and I don't even like shit on
Pay to play.
I don't even shit on that. Like,
really,
I did pretty well doing that.
What do you mean?
To be honest, like
pay to play, like you pay the venue or the promoter.
See, exactly. So where we come from, they call it pay to play. So if like you have to sell tickets, so right, you have to if you want to play a show, they say, okay, there's a minimum, you got to sell 20 tickets. If you don't sell 20 tickets, then you still got to give us the money, right? And people shit on that, but like most people are entitled and they want everything for free. So in my head, I'm like, okay, the promoter puts this shit together to make money, right? We make music because eventually, like, I'd like to make money from it, right? So why shouldn't this like that seems like a pretty fair deal? You know what I mean? He gives me a venue, and then he doesn't want me to perform if I'm not going to bring anyone, because I'm taking up space for someone else who could bring people.
True, but in those situations, were you the only one responsible for bringing a crowd?
A couple times. Yeah, a couple times.
That I don't like.
Well, then that's my fault for agreeing to that.
Right, but because you could literally just go to your garage and set up some speakers and say,
"Oh, sure.
Hey, friends who are already connected to me, come to my garage."
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah. Little traps you fall into when you're young and you're new. You know what I mean? But you learn, you figure it out.
Right.
Or some people don't.
Some people don't. But you're saying you kind of defend that pay to play in some ways.
Yeah, it's not really pay to play. It would be like the example you brought up. It's like, it's not like I'm giving you money so I can perform. Right. You're just like, you can play, but I'm going to need you to bring some people. Exactly. That's not pay to play. That's sell to play. I'm fine with that.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. And most people can get, I mean, if you're at least a year in, you can get 20 people out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I think I had 100 and 45 tickets sold for my album release party back in
saw
September. That was pretty cool. But like I also was doing cover shows for a long time and beefing up my social media and blah blah blah.
Sure.
So yeah, that's a motherfucker. But yeah, promoters can be quite shitty from time to time.
Oh yeah, promoters, people wanting to manage me and stuff like that.
Where does that situation come in? Like, do they reach out to you? Do you reach out to them?
No, I don't reach out to them. I don't like being managed.
Right.
Like, at all.
What were the promises they were giving you?
There was no problem. We wouldn't even get that far.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
They just like you already knew this is going to be a bullshit.
Yeah. My thing is, if I already am doing way more than you, there's nothing you can do for me. Like that's such an obvious sentence that I feel stupid for saying it, but you have to say it,
right?
Because like I'm not an idiot,
right?
Like anybody can throw a show that no one comes to. So like, why would I sign a contract to like give you money when I make money?
Do you have beef with artists?
Nah.
No. Okay.
I don't like anyone enough to really fight with them.
I was talking about because I remember I did mention names last time you and I were on the show together.
Yeah, how'd that go, by the way, afterward?
Nothing.
What is nothing?
Nothing happened. And not that I would be afraid. In fact, one of the guys liked, I don't think he heard, I think he liked one of my Instagram posts recently. I was like, oh, really? All right. But so I probably didn't get back to him. But but yeah, no, it is an uncomfortable thing. I know how to like, okay, as an example, I told you about who I'm gonna have on the show soon. I'm gonna share it with you guys soon because I believe I'm recording with him next week. It's gonna piss a lot of you off. It's gonna be very exciting, and I need you to ride with me, okay? Okay.
That's really big, dude.
It's a big fucking deal, and I can't believe what the fuck is about to happen. So you're gonna have to subscribe. But I was thinking about how, like, if I'm gonna be a bit of a promoter myself, I also have to have good content. I also have to be good at what I do. Absolutely. I cannot just be all fucking promotion. And I feel like it's really sad when I've run across people who are all promotion and don't have any fucking content, like good content. And I've also seen the other where there are people who are amazing virtuosos who will never leave their garage, like on purpose. Oh, it's hard to get a show. No, you're just waiting for somebody to knock on your door and be like, oh, I'll manage you. You know what I mean? Like, there's a weird balance, and it's hard to fucking strike it, dude.
Absolutely. I'm glad it's hard. It needs to be hard.
What a good reminder. That's a good reminder. Because if it wasn't hard, everybody would be doing this shit.
Exactly.
And we need less musicians. We need less artists. We need less comedians. It has to be difficult. You have to be willing to have shit thrown at you all the fucking time. I went to a fucking open mic last week where it was my first open mic in New York. And just kind of needed to fucking perform. And also, there's connections that can be made there.
Sure.
Whatever. I got a couple Instagram followers out of it.
Nice.
But I didn't know that in New York, or at least at this one, it's so fucking packed that there are literally 42, 43, 45 people who perform.
Oh, I got you.
Okay?
Yeah.
And it says doors open at 9.
Right.
So I thought, show up 8:45, blah, 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 get some tea. I met up with another person. We go in at around 9. And then I didn't know that the names don't get pulled until 10.
Oh, okay.
Okay, names don't get pulled till 10. I have my name in the fucking bottom of the bucket because I put my shit in at like 9:15. Oh no. Not okay. So then it turns out you get your name pulled, you go stand in a line and put your name, on the list. I didn't perform until 2:30 in the morning.
Oh, you sweetheart for staying around. You dedicated
the whole time. I'm like,
you don't even drink.
I'm gonna leave. No, I'm gonna leave. This is horseshit. But you know what? I remember Chris Rock talking about how he waited for fucking hours and sometimes wouldn't even get put up. I've been doing it longer than Chris Rock was when he talked about that story. But fuck it. It's whatever. I'm just gonna suck it up this time.
Sure.
and performed to 10 people, 15 people, tops.
Yeah.
Got a few people, connections, blah, blah, blah.
There you go.
And then when I went back last night after doing an audition for a wedding band, I put my name in right before they pulled the names. And then I literally got pulled for the last slot. So I got my shit together and I fucking left. Suck my dick. I'm not on a fucking Tuesday. Not just because I don't drink and I'm not a fucking active alcoholic. Just like, oh, it's Tuesday. I'll get drunk and hang out with my friends who are like also mediocre. I'm not going to fucking do that. Sorry. And it's hard to not sit there for 5 fucking hours. There were a couple of amazing fucking performers.
Sure.
A couple of funny people. And definitely a higher ratio than fucking San Francisco open mics. But sitting there, I just couldn't help but think like, I'm better than these people. And I know that that's wrong. And I know
it's not
it's like
wrong
you're not
if it's
supposed
right.
to be.
It's not wrong if you're right.
I'm fucking better, and it's hard to just sit there and just be like, all right, don't be egotistical. It's possible that you're just being insecure, and that's why you're just overreacting and just being like, I'm better than these motherfuckers. But a piece of it is fucking true, especially for fucking 2 o'clock, if past fucking midnight. There's no goddamn way I'm performing to fucking 15, 20 people who are also musicians. You understand? Like, unless it's an open mic where motherfuckers come out to find motherfuckers.
Yeah.
That does exist in this city.
Sure.
But I'm not doing that. I'm not doing it. No fucking talent scout is at an open mic at 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning. Suck my dick. They're going fucking home.
Right.
And it should be hard because I'm better than those motherfuckers. It should be hard because you understand? Like, there are a lot of motherfuckers who I'll live my dream and go to New York. You're a reality star at best. Suck my dick, bitch. Oh. There was also some fat bitch. I'm not going to mention her name because I don't remember and I refuse to. There was also some fat bitch who talked about like a sexy body storytelling shit about how she was really horny one day. And it was interesting to hear someone be that honest, but it was also it was interesting because someone having that lack of perspective about like how like body positive is great. But if you're 5'5", 300, no more body positivity, baby. I'm taking the card away. Okay? You have to lose weight. Oh, I guess it's just my metabolism. You stay up till 3 o'clock in the morning eating fucking McDonald's. Don't be fucking. I'm gonna get kicked out. I'm sorry, hotel people behind me.
Yeah, we're in a hotel, by the way.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
All right. I'm trash on your show because all I fucking do is laugh at you. I'm actually not bad at talking.
All right, we should start wrapping up.
Oh, fuck, man.
I want some more fucking coffee.
Yeah.
You got time to get coffee?
Hey, there's a great place with avocado toast down.
I was sucking my day, motherfucker. Actually, no. When I was visiting back in a year ago, November last year, I went into a coffee shop and I felt great. Like, oh wow, black people and white people and Mexicans and fucking Puerto Ricans and Jews with hats. Like, I was like, wow, authentic motherfuckers. And then I went into this coffee shop and I was like, what's this weird, like, standoffish, like, when do you want? I have an earring. Right. White people are the fucking worst.
Yeah, they really are.
You know who's almost as bad as white people is black people who surround themselves with white people. Because then they're like, I have sway over all these people. I'm a victim and I'm powerful. Look at my natural hair. Because my hair looks like shit, that means I'm brave. Suck a dick, bitch. You're nothing better than the 300-pounder. Okay? I'm not saying wear a wig and extensions, but don't be like, oh, look at my hair's all shit because I'm black and like, oh, I'm fucking strong. Suck a dick. We all have to fucking, I have to lose weight. I know that, but like we're born with what we're born with. I got this all together, okay? I got this all together because I was born with this bald head and with the inability to grow fucking hair, facial hair right over here. Do you understand what I'm saying? So I'm building with what I can build with. Sorry.
Don't be sorry. Yo, you apologize far too much. But that's okay because I know you're not actually sorry.
I'm not sorry.
No, I know you're not.
I'm not sorry. Sorry.
You're my favorite person. You're my favorite person.
I should be richer than I am. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Venmo me, you cocksuckers. So anyway, yeah, dude. Hopefully one day I can afford to fucking pay your stupid ass to come take pictures of my shit.
Bro.
So what were we saying? So where can people find your stuff?
Music's kind of not even a thing right now. We're gonna go record.
Okay, but there's stuff that it's not new, but there's stuff people can listen to that's a year old. Or
it's just GVDZOOKS on. I'm probably just gonna take it all down. I put out a new one called Tragic Ends. I'm actually proud of that one. So I'm probably gonna take down everything else. I hate old. You ever listen to your old music and cringe your life away? Yeah.
Yes.
That's so. And is it accessible? Is it still on the internet?
Yes.
Okay. But see,
that's just because I'm lazy. There's no fucking real reason.
But do you see how you hate that it's out there?
Yeah.
I do too, so I'm not going to have it out there.
Okay, but you had stuff that got people out to the show. That you had
Correct.
stuff that is studio quality.
Right.
Okay, so where can people find that shit?
On wherever music is, Spotify, all the things, iTunes.
GVDZOOKS.
That's just the Instagram handle. But
okay.
yeah, it's just GVDZOOKS. GADZOOKS.
But not Mr. Hoover?
Mr. Hoover, we have nothing recorded yet.
Really?
Like not a thing. Yeah. We are going to get an Airbnb in Culver City in February and just spend a week just recording. Just
awesome.
going crazy.
Awesome.
I'm kind of a dictator.
Right.
But I'm like the best.
Right.
So,
someone needs to be the dictator.
yeah, exactly. So I'm just like no wives, no girlfriends, no, you know what I mean?
Right.
Just let's all just live together, and we're not leaving until we fucking hate each other.
Right.
You know,
Perfect.
that's how good music is made.
No corn tortillas.
Right. So that will be in February, and hopefully, provided everything goes well, we'll have some music out. A couple months after that, maybe by summer.
Okay.
Was an interesting sneeze.
But you can also thank you. But you can also find Mr. Hoover on Instagram as well, right? Mr. Hoover Band.
Yes, on Instagram it's Mr. Hoover Band. Mr. period Hoover Band.
There are live clips though.
Yeah, there's live clips.
Okay, cool.
Really good ones.
Yeah, like you guys sound. I was worried it was gonna. No, I wasn't worried, but I was like, this is like. Some tracks was like, yeah, it's kind of rage, and then I was like, this is kind of sublime, and then it's kind of
yeah.
Don't get too LA. As a side note too, I'm sure I've said this too, just as a quick rant. Motherfuckers who are like, oh, I smoked 2 joints, and the nigga died of fucking an overdose. Can you not sing his songs about like glorifying drugs? He died of an overdose. You fucking child. All right. Anyway,
you probably won't like my music, Pete.
No. No, I'm saying that motherfucker song.
Yeah,
like,
no, I get it.
I get it.
Yeah.
I'm saying him, like, Anyway,
right.
It's like someone who hangs themselves. Like, oh, listen to this. Anyway, I needed more coffee. You can find me at Peter_Feliciano on Instagram. I'm barely on Twitter. I'm on Facebook, but like my bulk of my shit is on Instagram. So go follow me, or I'll find you. I'll face fuck your grandma. And you can support this podcast at patreon.com/conservatish, or you can just Venmo me, Peter-Feliciano. You can go listen to my album. It's very expensive. A lot of time, a lot of effort got put into it, so go do that. iTunes, Spotify, wherever. I don't give a shit. And what else? Yeah, no shows coming up, but I'm going to be building one soon with a couple of New York kids, so I'll keep you posted about that. And
I want to rap at one of your shows. Sorry to cut you off. I'm not really.
No, you should.
Yeah,
you should.
I mean, eventually, if we bring the guys out here.
Do you have? You have raps right now, right?
Yeah. What do you mean? Like right now? What do you mean?
What if I like beatbox?
Oh no, we ain't. Man. How dare you?
I was thinking about doing that right now. You're not you ain't no Bay rapper, motherfucker. You ain't fucking ready. You ain't ready to get in the cypher, nigga.
I'm not no put your hands in the air, wave them like you just don't care ass motherfucker, man. I am. If you kick a beatbox right now, I'm fucking leaving. Nope.
All right. Mom spaghetti. So you can find, yeah. Oh, and get ready for next week's episode or the week after. Yeah, I think next week's episode, possibly the week after. It's going to be fucking big. So you need to jump on that shit. Make sure you subscribe right now. Like this video. Share it with your less offendable friends. And we're coming at you, motherfuckers. All right? All right.
All right, guys. Thanks for listening / watching me laugh.
Bye. Eat shit and die.